All right, awesome. So, hello everybody. Basically, who I have here is Drew, and Drew has been with me for several weeks now. Not actually sure what week it is for him, but I just figured I would get on here and I would ask him about his journey. Drew has been kicking butt and taking names since he just got started, so I figured now would be a good opportunity to ask him some questions. So, Drew, what I want you to do just to start off is I just want you to introduce yourself, and I just want you to start talking about, what your life was like before you actually signed up a few weeks ago.
Sure. Like you said, my name is Drew. I started the program probably just over a month ago, I think 5, 6 weeks or so ago. Before that, I had a pretty unhealthy relationship with food, fast food all the time, tons of caffeine and alcohol, that kind of stuff. Just all kinds of just calories, stress eating, bored eating, and that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Any kind of excuse to eat food, I would. And through a couple of health scares and family things, I decided to, you know, try to get that all in line and kind of get healthier a little bit. Yours was actually the first person I thought of. I've seen all your stuff on Facebook and your clients rocking it and stuff. So
Hmm.
uh, I was not really sure what to expect. And because obviously you know me from before, and my stature,
Yeah, yeah.
body size, if you will.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
wasn't quite sure about workouts and how it was going to work, and if I was going to have to just eat a ton of vegetables and
Right.
force feed myself basically. But
Yeah.
so I had a lot of questions going into it, and it was really apprehensive, honestly, and just uh, really unsure of what to expect. So, but yeah, basically beforehand, like I said, that's how it went. Just a lot of fast food, and
Right.
we wouldn't doing kind of meal prep. Obviously we'd go grocery shopping for the week, that kind of thing. But I never really planned out what I was going to eat for a day. I just whatever was in the fridge, I grabbed it and
Right.
ate it.
Yeah.
So
And like if anyone's watching this, it's I knew Drew when I had my other job. So I worked in a factory setting with Drew. And as far as that goes, the factory life can be a little bit difficult. So, as far as, Drew's schedule goes, convenience is pretty much everything. And he would tell you that, it's hard to be healthy when you're always on the go. And Drew's a third shifter. So, it's hard for him to eat regularly normally and lose weight on top of that. It's even more difficult. So yeah, it's pretty cool that you've really, really just taken the reins and just ridden with it, which is really cool, which is what I want you to talk about next, really, is talk about your results. That's what everyone wants to know about. So, just a few weeks in, just kind of tell us, because of the program, what kind of results have you seen so far?
sure. So far, I started the program and I was right around 360 pounds or so, give or take a few pounds, which is the heaviest I've ever been. That's why I decided it was time for a change. So since I've started, I am down, I think, last time I weighed, anyway, since we don't weigh anymore,
Yeah.
down about 35 pounds or so. I've lost about 4 or 5 inches in my waist. Quite a bit of loss up here in the chest, and basically, everything's smaller, gut and all that.
Hmm.
So that's basically where I'm at so far. Said so far, 35 pounds down. And a lot of that was that initial first 2 weeks. I cut out all of my sodas. I cut down the beer and alcohol
Hmm.
quite a bit. I haven't totally cut it out yet, but
Hmm.
so I had one or two on the weekends, that kind of thing. But cut all that out. I think that first couple of weeks I lost a good 10, 12 pounds. And then it's slowed down since then, which I expected.
Hmm.
I knew the drastic changes were going to drop quite a bit, and then it was
Hmm.
going to kind of slowly kind of steady off a little bit.
Hmm.
So that's where I'm at now.
Let's talk about, anyone who might be watching. That's, a lot of people watch because they're thinking about starting the program. They're just apprehensive, kind of like you were to start off. What would be your advice to those people?
The advice I would give, as far as if you're thinking about starting up, don't wait. Don't wait for an excuse or any reason. Don't wait till the health's bad enough to where, okay, I need to start like I did. I waited until, I had a health scare at work. It's like, okay, I need to get this, straightened out. If you have any kind of thought in your head about, hey, I want to get healthy, I want to try to lose weight, just make the plunge and go for it. Once you do make that decision and you decide to start the program, trust the process is my biggest thing. Is like, don't get discouraged in that first week or two if you don't see change, or if the change starts to slow down. Focus on those long-term goals rather than the short-term results that you're getting. Because at the end of that 1 year, like I said, I know this will be the case for me as well. When you get to the end of that program, there's going to be such a huge difference. Like I said, I can already see a difference in myself, but being a bigger guy, and I know it was easier for me to drop the weight a little bit quicker. And so it was easier for me to tell the difference. But for those that, may not see it immediately, just trust that there's things happening. It may take time, but, stay with it and good things will happen. And the other thing, since this is, it's really reliant on you being honest with yourself. I can go into MyFitnessPal and I can log a meal, and I can log that I had one portion and maybe I had two. Maybe I had extra bite or extra serving. So you really got to be honest with yourself, especially if you're not seeing those results. And you say, well, I didn't lose any weight this week. Well, did you give that 100% at the gym? Did you maybe slack off on the workout a little bit or not go as hard as you could have, or stop a little bit early? Maybe you did a 15-minute run instead of a 20-minute run, that kind of thing. And like I said, especially with the food, logging everything that you do, because those smaller calories things can add up. So really just be honest with yourself, be true to yourself, and trust that if you follow everything to a T, that you're going to see those results.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, that's excellent advice. I mean, like, you're stealing words from my mouth, but it's so true. Like you're going to get what you give, and that's that. And at the end of the day, when you evaluate yourself, I mean, like if you didn't weigh for an entire year, and a year came by and you didn't lose any weight, you'd know. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't give my best. I didn't eat my best. I didn't do my best. So yeah, I mean, you're completely right. And man, that's just kind of how I wanted to round things out today. Just get an idea of what your journey was like and your advice to everyone else. So, yeah, I appreciate your time. That's where, I reckon we'll go ahead and sign everything off. So does that sound good to you?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Thanks, Drew.